Nick Fuentes is not who you think he is. And I'm not just talking about him as a closeted, gay, Mexican-American man. What I'm talking about is his popularity didn't just rise through the grassroots like you may think. It's largely artificially boosted. So I'm going to explain digital disinformation to you if you're an American. It's important you notice. You see, Fuentes' posts are getting tens of thousands of likes. But the replies, you notice all these 100s, they're the same. Dozens of them in identical patterns. Some replies had 189 views and like 169 likes. That's impossible. That's not organic. It's programmatic. And in May 2025, we saw a bot spike. Over 675,000 posts using false flag. Nearly 4 million engagements in just over 10 days. Right as Fuentes dropped a false flag tweet, racking up, let's say, 48,000 likes. Now, let's look at Nick Fuentes' buddy, Dalton, who thinks like a loser, where he gets embarrassed here like a moron.
And you want to know why you retired? Because you tried to bot your fucking Twitter account and you failed and got everybody banned, dude. Okay? That's why you fucking retired.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, you botted your account. You got everybody from Project Groyper banned. You got everybody from Project Groyper banned because you botted your account. Because you botted your account. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
How about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You botted your account. Yeah, you botted your account. You got everybody from Project Groyper banned.
I think I have a pretty good hypothesis on why we were all banned. I think it's really.
It was because you botted your account.
But
it was because you botted your account.
Hang on a second.
You see it right there. The NCRI, a cybersecurity watchdog, flagged these as likely bot-coordinated campaigns, okay? So you're seeing a foreign-backed operation play out on your social media feed. This is not mega, it's not organic, it's not American, it's just ops. And if you think about it, all those pro-Iran mega influencers after October 7th, doesn't that seem odd to you? Ask any OG Trump supporter from just 2016 what they thought about Iran's government. Suspicious, hostile, anti-American. They literally burn American flags. But now, suddenly there's an explosion of pro-Iran mega accounts and trips to Qatar. And they're parroting the same talking points. Iran is the problem. Israel is the problem. Iran is base, and America provoked us. Seriously? When Iran's parliament is literally chanting death to America and death to Israel on live television. Genocidal wishes. This didn't come from nowhere. This is digital subversion. And countries like Iran, Russia are running it out. They aren't just attacking the left. They are also not just attacking the right. They're basically playing both sides. And if you remember January 6th when Nick's friend got arrested, but he didn't, wasn't that odd? But he allegedly got $250K from a foreign source. And then you have Candace Owens, who's basically doing PR for Iran while saying she's America first like a psycho. So you're not just seeing a cringy, gay Mexican-American and a unhinged crazy lady. You're looking at psychological warfare against Americans like myself and others. So now let's start with something simple, my dear friend. As you may know, I have worked in finance and it's important to follow the money. And I will do it for you in this video because I think it's important you see what's going on. And if you find it useful, please share this video, by the way, with a friend. So Nick Fuentes received about $250,000 in Bitcoin at the point of this transfer. The donor from overseas, a French computer programmer who unfortunately passed away. Chain analysis tracked this payment that allegedly Nick Fuentes got. But it wasn't just him. It was also Vidaire, Ethan, Ralph, who were also on the same payment network. But Fuentes got the most. You don't send $250,000 to someone who's only like 20 unless he's useful. And guess when this payment happened? Right before January 6th. He was on the ground in Washington, D.C. He brought people. He agitated. Nick Fuentes literally yelled into a bullhorn to storm the Capitol. But he never went in. And he never got charged. 7 of his associates were, but not Nick. He took the fifth on every question before Congress. So he's either the most protected man in America or heavily compromised. Now let's look at Candace Owens. Is she a useful idiot or a willing participant, like a whore for hire for Iran or Qatar? Candace Owens is basically on record saying Iran's government, the same group that backs Hamas and trains Hezbollah, chants death to America because of the 2003 Iraq War. The problem, my family's from Iran, Iran's government began chanting that since the 1970s. Now, she's either too idiotic, maybe, to do Google, or she's intentionally rewriting history like a whore for hire for Iran. Now, if you don't believe me, I respect that. Let's look at another unhinged nervous breakdown by our hero, Piers Morgan.
Specifically about America.
Well, they say death to America, death to Israel, death to the United Kingdom, actually.
Oh, okay.
Death to pretty much anyone that wants to stand up to them.
Could have had something to do with our actions in the Middle East, is why I'm saying that we need a change in foreign policy. It maybe has something to do with just like killing 1 million Iraqi civilians, okay, because Bibi Netanyahu got on a congressional stage and said there are weapons of mass destruction, and we took that to the bank, and there actually were no weapons of mass destruction, so we just killed 1 million. It could have something, I could be crazy, it could have something to do with our, well, again, ask the questions, Piers, I'm asking you because we're having a conversation. Name something positive that our Zionist AIPAC foreign policy has brought to America.
Her question, what does Israel even offer us? Like a psychopath, she asked that. So let's just break it down, okay? The intel sharing that we get from Israel has saved countless Americans. The cybersecurity defenses that protect U.S. infrastructure are benefited from Israel. AI, biotech, and defense innovations used by our military get helped from Israel. And we're competing in a world with the Chinese Communist Party, by the way, who does use AI. Plus, the missile defense systems that are tested in Israel and now deployed to protect U.S. troops abroad. Meanwhile, what does Iran offer? Tortures girls, public executions, nuclear blackmail, and anti-American indoctrination in their schools. And Candace Owens, you know who she chooses? Iran, while she sips her latte in America. You don't have to be pro-Israel to see this isn't conservative, this is a paid grift. Now, is Nick a foreign asset? Let's review. $250K in crypto from a foreign source, unnatural bot-like behavior on social platforms, no prosecution despite being on video at January 6th, took the fifth in front of Congress, tells people not to vote for Trump, like a liberal, woke liberal, he's gay, Mexican maybe, suddenly aligned with anti-Israel, pro-Iran messaging, and he's backed by a sea of accounts that spam 100 or accuse others of they're Jews or feds. This isn't edgy conservatism. You're looking at a literal psychological warfare. He's either a foreign asset or both. If you ever believed in America first, then stop following the people who are helping foreign enemies and terrorists destroy us domestically inside America. You're an American patriot, then call out the grift. Challenge these bots. Expose the fake influencers taking this grift money in Bitcoin and challenge their narratives that's supporting Iran and betraying our U.S. Constitution. And don't have fear to say it out loud. Nick Fuentes is not America first. To me, he's a fraud. And Candace Owens isn't pro-America. She's like a dumb whore for hire while elevating our terror status. If you appreciate this video, then please subscribe so you don't miss my next one. Tag someone who has been manipulated by Fuentes and Candace Owens. If you don't think, Nick Fuentes is getting heavily botted by countries that hate America, I got a bridge to sell you. Okay, if you found this video useful, please share this video because serious American patriots don't chant death to America. We don't burn American flags, right? We defend America. We support it. We support our borders. And we need you to help us and join this movement. Subscribe to the channel. Please share the video.